Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys. Whatever time y'all are tuning in, I certainly appreciate y'all are here. We're going to be going over the items that I bought when I went knife hunting on Saturday. Me and the wife went out. We always like to go out and shop around, and she really wasn't on board with us going knife hunting Saturday. I mentioned getting some beef jerky from Strickland's in Perry, and once we got there, I told her, I said, there's only there's a pawn shop only about 1.5 miles from here, so I kind of know her love language, if you know what I mean. So I kind of swindled my way into letting me go to a few pawn shops and a thrift shop, but we had fun. We really did. So I always love going off with her. She's really fun. So somebody referred to her as the knife nurse exists. Yes, she exists, all right. She don't like being on camera that much, so I try not to get her on camera. She's kind of camera shy, but she did let me show her eating some beef jerky the other day. So anyway, the knife nurse exists, so I guess that's her new name, the knife nurse. She does know what I like to look for, so she really don't know a whole lot about knives, but she knows when she's like my little bird dog when I go knife hunting. She always lets me know of things in advance, like when I'm at flea markets or pawn shops, I'm looking around, she'll let me know if she sees something, and she'll point it out, so she really does well, and I enjoy going off with her. But anyway, let's get to these items, guys. The first one is a belt buckle made exclusively for Buck and Smoky Mountain Knife Works. As you can see, it's like a collector's edition. It's even got a serial number down there, or the number that it was made. So it's pretty cool. I couldn't believe I only gave $5 for it. On eBay, they're asking $25. I've seen some sold for $12 and $14, but I thought that was pretty cool. But it looks brand new. The next one here is the first one. The place we went called the Warehouse in Oglethorpe, Georgia. It's only about 18 miles from here. They always open up the third weekend of the month. It's on a Friday and Saturday, and they go picking all over Georgia, mainly the east coast of Georgia, but they do pick everywhere. And I sent them a message on Facebook if they have any knives, and they gathered up some knives, and I didn't see the reply back to me though. But when I got there, they had a China-made camping knife and this one here. And this is a Victorinox. It's a little SD Classic though. It's got a flashlight here, and we're gonna take the cover off here, and we're gonna see if we can't change that battery out. I don't know what battery it is, but believe me, I have a bunch. So hopefully we'll have the right size that fits it. But it's in great shape. It's the blade. It's sharp. It's got a fingernail file here, see? And it's got scissors. It looks like it needs to be oiled or cleaned. The spring seems to be really good on it. But it kind of hangs up right there, and it just might need a little bit of oil and cleaning. So I might have to go run and get some oil, because I forgot to bring some down here. But we're going to try to get this going. And here, and then this lighter, it's from the 50s. I think it's 57. I looked it up. You see it's got a patent number on the bottom, and it's got 3 dots on one side and 4 dots on the other. I think it's from 1957, but I've yet to be able to pull this out. But I'm going to have the camera pointed down when I'm working on this stuff. But 1957, I paid $8 for it. It needs a flint. So we're going to try to get this thing going too. And this here, guys, they didn't even know they had this. I found it in that case. It was stuck between something. It's black. It's really hard to see in that case. But when my eyes focused in on that, I knew exactly what it was. It's a USA made Schrade CH7. CH is for cliffhanger. But it's a really good knife. This is now the third one I own. If you remember, I found one of these up in Pine Mountain a few weeks ago at my favorite little antique thrift mall up there. I paid $5 for it, but it was missing the lanyard back here. But this one has it. But you can see the blade ain't hurt at all. And it's so light. That's why I think it's made for backpacking and maybe mountain climbing. I guess because they call it the cliffhanger. But it's very easy to open. It's very lightweight. And it's sharp. Man, it's sharp. The blade is partly serrated right here. So, but it's a good knife. It really is. $1.50. Anytime I come across any knives that cheap, especially, I'm buying. I didn't even try to bring the price down at all. That's just worth that all day long. Good knife though, good knife. And this here, guys, is the buck that I bought. I'm gonna start carrying it. I gotta put a lanyard, but it's a buck 722. They call it a Spitfire. And I'm not, you know, I like buck, but I don't love buck. I love case, I love Benchmade, I love the old Gerber knives, but I like buck, but I'm just not a real huge fan of buck. But I'm telling you, that right there, when I saw it, I couldn't believe it was a buck. Aluminum handles, and you can put the clip in all four corners. It's made for all four positions. I mean, it's really cool. You got a drop point blade. It's 420 HC steel. It's razor sharp. Now, when you cut on stuff like cardboard and heavy, like if you're skinning game, stuff like that, it gets dull fast. But one good thing about it, you can sharpen it fast. So it gets dull fast, but you can sharpen it fast, and it's really razor sharp, like when it's sharp. But the 420 HC steel is really a strong steel. It's hard to break or crack. It's really rust resistant. It don't corrode very easily. But the blade is 3 1/4 inches long, and you can open it with one hand. It's got a lock back on it, but it's very easy to open. It's got a lanyard hole. That's what I love about this knife, and it just looks great, guys. Very light. I think it's I think it's 3.2 ounces. I think, but it's really a great knife, and I could not pass it up. And really, I paid $59 for it on in Ace Hardware, but if you go to Buck, they're only $49. So, and I want the mini. They make a mini version. I think it's the 726. I'll have the number right here and a photo of it, but they come in orange and silver and black. They're awesome. So I might be turning the tide on Buck if they continue to make stuff like this. I love that right there. It kind of reminds me of a Gerber or a Benchmade, even a Spyderco. And aluminum, anodized aluminum. Very cool. Very cool. And I'm going to be putting me a lanyard here in real soon. But yeah, it's a very well made knife. I'm very pleased. It feels good in your hand, and look here, it's got a place to put your thumb right there to cut, you know. Very cool, ain't it? It's an awesome knife, and again, it's razor sharp, made in the USA. It did say, the package did say made in the USA with an imported clip. I can get by with it. I can get by with that because this is a beautiful knife. Beautiful knife. But that's going to be my everyday carry for a long time because I really like this knife. Beautiful. And I'm thinking about ordering the smaller one just to see how I like it too. 49. I think those are $42 on Buck. And if you buy up to $99, shipping is free. So just letting you know with buck. But yeah. And you know what? I say I don't love buck, but I like buck. But I have a lot of buck knives. I'll probably get them out one day and show them to you. I've got several fixed blade knives of buck. I've got several lock blade knives of buck. But yeah, so I love case though. I do, because they're just fun to collect. To me, buck knives are, I don't know, they just seem boring to me. You know, I don't know. I love Schrade, you know, the old Schrade. But don't hate me because I don't love buck. I like buck, but I don't love buck. You know what I mean? But you know, this might be changing my story here, because I absolutely love this knife. So yeah, that's my new everyday carry, guys. I love it. And it's going to stay out of the box. And you know, one good thing about buck though, they do have what they call a forever warranty. You have a problem with this knife, you send it in, they'll send you, if they can't fix it, they'll send you a new one. Another thing I want to talk to y'all about too, guys, I'll wait to the end, and I'll just get y'all's input on it, you know. Y'all hang around till the end, and I'll say what I'm going to say. But I do want y'all's input, okay? But anyway, that's my new everyday carry. So let's get started on these two. Let's try to fix these up and see if we can't get them going again. See, I got a good little fire going in here. It's about 30-something degrees outside, and it's about 60 in here. It's just right. I don't want too big of a fire in here because it'll run you out of here. You just got to know how to operate it. But that's a good stove, good wood stove. Got a flat tip screwdriver in here. So I think this cover just pops off here. It should be a battery right underneath, because see, this thing's a button right here. Never took one of these apart. Battery's pretty old. See it? I gotta figure out what size it is. I need a camera here, guys. Let's see. What is it? CR1025. CR1025. Let's see if I have one. Okay, I wasn't able to get a battery. I don't have them. I had to order them from Amazon. I even went to the next town, but it just pops off. Really, it's got a door for it, and I just learned about it. It's got a door for it right here. You just pop it out and change the battery out instead of just having to pop this off every time, which makes sense. I think you use that to push. I think you use that little there to push the battery out. It just goes in like that. So you use something to push this out. The battery just probably pushes that door open. You have to move. I don't know what you use to stick in there because it'd be awfully small. Yeah, I can use this. See, you just push on that battery and it pops out. Pops that door open right there. It's pretty cool. All right. When the battery comes in, we'll work on that again. Now, with Zippo. There we go. Got a new wick. Might as well go ahead and change this wick out because I think it's right. Yeah, it's old. Change that wick out. New one right here. Guess what I'm gonna use? The old Buck 722. That's what the new wick looks like compared to this one, probably from the 50s. Get it to come on up in here. Then you try to grab it with this. There we go. That's about all you need right there. How about that? I might put a new pin in that one day. But this is a 1957 new wick. It's working. Good. Awesome. Very cool. Alright guys, well I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Didn't get the flashlight to working, and the Zippo was a little bit of trouble, but we got it. The pin is going to have to be replaced out of the lid, but that's just being that old, I can understand. What I want to discuss with y'all is how many of y'all would be interested in a live auction on Whatnot with some knives that I pick up from pawn shops here and there. I'll do it once a month. Y'all let me know if anybody is interested in that, and I'll look into it. So it might be some Zippos thrown in there, but it'd be mostly knives that I pick up from pawn shops here and there. You just let me know if y'all not interested in it. I won't do it, but if y'all are, just let me know. But thank y'all again for tuning in today, and I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I just want to say God bless y'all, and until we meet again, y'all be like a good night. Stay sharp.